Hello again, Michelle.
Hello, Royal. I think the others are joining. Yeah, so 1 second. Let me just.
Hi guys, Michelle.
Hi, everyone. So Tunsong, where is Tunsong?
Maybe Tucson went to sleep.
No, Tunsong is not sleeping. Tunsong is waiting. So 1 second, waiting room, Tunsong. Okay, so Tunsong is now joining us. All right, so Royale was just finishing up, and Royale was saying that, we should be free to talk about everything, but, certain subjects like homosexuality, I guess lesbianism, things that make us feel uncomfortable, taboo subjects that we should be limited when it comes to those subjects, okay? So thank you, Royale, thank you. Tunsong. Has Tunsong joined? No, so Tunsong hasn't joined us yet. So, Tunsong is back. So Tunsong, question 6, Tunsong. What are gripe sites, Tunsong? Can you explain for us?
So I don't know.
Take your time.
I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know that word. So I can. So you can ask. You should ask her to answer this question.
Okay. So Tunsong is unable to answer. So guys, what is a gripe site? So I know you do your research. So anybody, would anyone like to try? What is a gripe site?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's me or Han.
Anyone. So Han, Barack, maybe Han. Yes. Do you want to try Han?
Yes. A gripe site is a type of website that is dedicated to critique or complain about a specific subject.
But Barack, you are reading straight from Google.
Yes, that is very exactly.
Okay. So, okay, thank you. Are you finished, Barack? Are you finished?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you. So Barack did some research. Barack Googled the information. So basically, thank you, Barack. Thank you. Basically, guys, a gripe site, it's a type of website where, you have a lot of critique, meaning you criticize. So critique, it's a noun, and it's from the verb to criticize. So critique. Critique. Yes, thank you. It's an adjective. And thank you, Barack. And it's from the verb to criticize. Okay? Yeah. So when let me ensure that I'm spelling it right. Criticize. That spelling doesn't look so right. Sometimes I forget how to spell the words. So criticize. How do I spell criticize? C-I-Z-E. Sometimes I forget how to spell the word. Criticize. Yeah. So when you criticize, you find fault, you complain about something. So to criticize, it's to find fault, it's to complain about something or to complain about someone. You always have something negative to say. It's not usually a positive thing. It's usually a very negative thing. So there are some special sites, some special websites where all they do, all the information or most of the information, it's generally negative. They come, for example, they complain against a politician. So for example, President Donald Trump, many people do not like him. So there are some websites that are always saying negative things about him, you know? And so this is what a gripe site is. It is a special website where a lot of complaints and a lot of negative information is produced on that particular site. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
guys?
yeah.
Yes.
Michelle,
Okay.
like singer have many fans and many anti-fans. They don't like singer.
Yes, yes, yes. So there are, not everyone is a fan. Some people, they just don't like.
Yeah.
They just don't like you. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So that is what a gripe site is. Do you have any sites like this in Vietnam? You know, do you have anything like this, any gripe sites in Vietnam?
Yeah.
I
Have
think
some right side in Vietnam, like Vietnam and website in Việt Tân.
no,
Yeah.
that's on website, main website of Vietnam. That not that I think that file
Yeah.
the law.
It's Pan Pie. Yeah. It's a Pan Pie on Facebook. Yes. His name Việt Tân. People on group talk more about government, Vietnamese government, and they don't like government. They talk many negative information about
You can
Vietnamese
say
Vietnam
Vietnam
government.
Party. Vietnam Party. That
Việt Tân.
maybe
Yeah.
Michelle can understand.
Sorry, guys.
That is the name. Vietnam is the name. Always prevent the develop of Vietnam communists. Yeah, you know. So that party, all of them from other country, like some Vietnamese people live in America or European country. So that is not the legal, not the legal party in Vietnam. Yeah, that always talk very bad to Vietnam. Yeah.
So they speak very badly about the Vietnamese economy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I see. Well, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing, Han. Thanks for sharing, Barak. So Tunsang, back at Tunsang. So Tunsang, are there things that you would like to talk about in Vietnam, but you're not allowed to?
Not allowed to like we don't allowed to talk about
we are not allowed to. We are not allowed to.
Yeah, we are not allowed to allow us to speak about bad thing about our president Ho Chi Minh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and some bad news or negative news to destroy or harm to our government. Yeah, like Hân and Barack said. So we have a small group. They try to destroy our government. Talk
Prevent.
positive. Yeah. Our government, and if they make some
statements, if they say something.
yeah
Against Vietnam.
against our government. So something like that. Yeah, I don't know how to talk about it.
It's okay, Tunsang.
Yeah.
So I'm helping you. So I didn't want to interrupt. So I made some notes in the chat. So you are saying that in Vietnam, you meaning citizens, individuals, are not allowed to criticize. You said you are not allowed to say bad things. So instead of saying bad things, you can just use the word criticize. So you are not allowed to criticize the government, right? You are not allowed to speak badly against the government or to speak badly about the government. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you're not allowed to criticize the government. Interesting. Well, in my country, it's a little different. We are allowed to criticize the government. And sometimes we say negative things about the government. And, we are not penalized. So I guess we are very fortunate. We enjoy a high level of freedom of speech in my country because, we are allowed to criticize the government, and sometimes we say some really bad things. And we make fun of our government when they do something wrong. Social media goes crazy because everyone is, forwarding, sending it to their friends. And, that will continue for a couple of days until it dies down. So I guess we are very fortunate because we enjoy, freedom of speech. We do criticize our government a lot of times. So we are very fortunate, I guess. Okay. So thank you, Tunsang. Thank you. Han, same question,
Yes.
Han. Is there anything that you would like to talk about in your country, but you cannot?
Yes, Michelle. I usually share a new story on my social media like Facebook. Yeah. But I just share positive information. And if I can talk about information I cannot, I want to talk the I don't know.
So Han is saying that you usually
How many times?
Han is saying, you are saying that you usually share information on your social media posts, right? You usually share positive information, right?
Like about people use gun and use weapon, it's information we can talk about more.
So I'm trying to understand, Han. So
I can't understand.
I can't understand. Han, so Barack, can you help me? Because I am unable to understand Han. So Han is saying that she shares information on her social media. Is it motivating information, Han?
So,
What
so
what
I
exactly?
So I think Han means although she want to share a lot of things on the other page of Facebook, as you know,
Mhm.
so she only can choose something right and maybe legal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm
okay.
thinking about information, but I don't share.
And Han always care about that because you know Vietnamese government maybe maybe censor. Can I
Censored. The information is censored. Mhm.
censor almost information
Mhm.
on maybe if Han want to share something wrong, maybe she soon into prison soon. Very very.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So
Are you right? Are you right, Han?
Yes, yes,
What else you mean?
yes. It's time to
What is it?
job. Bharat. I'm
So
thinking more about information before I share.
yes, yeah. So in other words,
Michelle,
yes, uh-huh.
Michelle, although
Yes,
I'm not
Barry.
very good English, but although you, even you can't understand what Han want to say, but I can understand because
So basically Han is saying that she doesn't share a lot of information, right? She tries to restrict her information. There's a lot that she wants to say, but she
Yes,
is unable to say it, right?
yes. I
Because
swear.
she is scared, she is afraid. Yeah.
Yeah,
So okay, I
afraid.
understand you. I understand you, Han. I understand.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys. So, do you have any questions for me?
can I ask you a question?
Sure, absolutely. This is the time when you ask me questions, guys.
Yes. Uh, um, which countries which country do you like the most about politics?
So your question is, which country do I like the most about politics?
Yes, that is the politics in the country around the world. Where do you think is that can make me want to live there because of the yeah.
So your question, Barack, are you asking me which country do I think has the best freedom of speech? Is that what you're
Yes.
asking?
Yes.
Well, obviously the United States, the USA, they have a unlimited freedom of speech. So one thing about the USA, they can talk and they talk a lot. They say a lot of BS sometimes. They do enjoy a high level of freedom of speech. And they are not afraid to criticize their government, you know, and they are not imprisoned or anything like that. So I think that they enjoy a high level of freedom of speech, actually.
Yes.
I am not so sure about other countries, because I'm not so familiar with European countries, but I know certainly the United States, they enjoy a high level of freedom of speech.
How about Afghanistan?
well, I'm not so sure. No. In those countries, there are lots of restrictions, lots of restrictions. So I don't think so.
Yes. Maybe terrorism a lot. Yeah.
Yes. So those countries, because of their you know, because of their culture, because their religion, Islamic countries, you know, there are many restrictions, especially as it relates to women. You know, women are not seen as equal in those societies. So that's also another matter, you know, for discussion. So, yeah. But back to your original question, Barack, I think the USA, they really do enjoy a high level of freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions, guys?
How about you,
No.
Royal?
No.
You
No?
feel strong now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Tunsong, Tunsong is busy. All right, guys. So if there are no further questions, thank you all so much for joining tonight. I think we had a good discussion. There were some new vocabulary words. I remember Royale saying he was not familiar with some of these new vocabulary. So I hope that you are now familiar with them, Royal, and you'll be able to use them when you are speaking. You'll be able to practice. Okay? So
Yes, thank you.
you're welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you,
Have a
guys.
good night.
Good night.
Yes,
Have a
next
good
week.
night. Take care. See you next week. Okay?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
See you
Good
next
night,
week.
guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.